Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. I think every girl has wanted to be understood, to be put first before everything else in someone's life, and to be loved and to be missed. And from where I choose to look at it, I don't think that's a whole lot to ask for. I think everybody can make a difference in a girl's life. All they have to do is to understand them for who they are, and most of all, appreciate them. Hi Descendants and Zombies fans, thank you so much for finding my thumbnail, clicking on it and taking a chance on me when you really didn't have to, because there are 500 videos uploaded to this platform every night about Descendants and Zombies, and if you are listening to my voice from wherever you are, thank you so much for allowing me to be the song in your heart that you sing time and time again, constantly on repeat. I do my best for these videos. I go above and beyond the requirements of any other YouTube creator out there that distributes Descendants and Zombies videos. I love creating these videos for you, and I thank you so much for making me a part of your life consistently and joining me every single night on this podcast. I installed brand new reciprocal lights today with the help of my Ukrainian friend. He's a doctor. I didn't know how to install these lights, so I called him. He knows everything, the answer to everything, and it pays to have good friends in this lifetime. And it just goes to show how far I go for each and every one of you. $150 later, new reciprocal lights have installed the full length of this room. So I hope you like these lights, and I hope you love this video. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of my life. Thank you so much to the Descendants and Zombies niches for saving my life. And I say that because when I had nobody, I had each and every one of you that I could tell anything to, because I knew you'd listen to me. I was in a lot of relationships where the girl didn't really want to listen to me, didn't really want to pay any attention to what I wanted to have out of life. But I had each and every one of you. When everybody else left me, you guys never quit on me, and I can't thank you enough for that. I've always made a consistent habit of trying to understand a girl and understand what they want out of life, what their dreams are, what they like, what they don't like, what upsets them. I do that because I studied it for years. I studied it because I wanted to appreciate this niche, which the majority of are girls, and I want them to know that they are not alone, and if they are looking for support with whatever they're struggling with in life, you will find it here on this YouTube channel, because that was the message of Descendants and Zombies, was acceptance. It was to be respected for who you are and what you believed in. What that dream was, it was to be believed in, and I think that's not a whole lot to ask for. Descendants, of course, focused on the bullying of the young Queen of Hearts, Ruby Rose Turner, who I love dearly, who I can't get out of my head. That song, Life is Sweeter When You Are, was a beautiful song, a song that has been stuck in my head for forever. It's been a bubblegum song to me, and one of the best songs on any Descendants soundtrack that I have ever heard. And that is taking into account songs like Ways to be Wicked, Rotten to the Core, Space Between, If Only, which was the biggest Descendants song since the premiere of Descendants back on July 31st, 2015. I'll have to do an anniversary special of this show to commemorate the release of the first Descendants back in July of 2015. Where was I in 2015? I was covering professional wrestling somewhere in the world I didn't want to be. And then I found out about what Dove Cameron was going through with Ryan McCartney and their relationship that lasted from 2013 up to 2016. That really upset me, because I think Dove Cameron deserved more out of life. People were constantly emailing me about what was happening with Dove Cameron. It really, really pissed me off, and I thought about talking about Ryan McCartney and shooting him on my YouTube channel. A lot of the stuff that I said about Ryan, I apologized for, because I really got carried away with it. But I think that everything that I said about Ryan McCartney was justifiable for how he treated Dove Cameron. All Dove Cameron wanted to do was be herself, and while she was being herself and portraying the characters that Disney gave her the opportunity to portray at such a young age, and she was trying to really put her life into perspective, was entertain each and every one of you. And she did it so effectively and in such a powerful way. That's why Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner are such strong people. I have never seen such strong individuals bring forth a story and tell it in the way that they have, because of what Dove Cameron did for them at the age of 9 years old, when they used to sit at home and watch Descendants and aspire to want to be like their favorite Disney Channel stars at the time, like Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson, which, by the way, was the very first movie that Sophia Carson ever had the opportunity to star in. A lot of you are Sophia Carson fans too. I got that from a video that I threw up a couple of days ago about Sophia Carson, a retro video talking about her birthday from earlier this year that I forgot to archive on my YouTube channel, so I made it one of my midnight premieres. I want to thank you so much for joining me on what has been an incredible journey. I never ever thought my voice would be heard by so many people. I would have the opportunity to meet so many incredible people who love Descendants just as much as what I do. And that's really what it was. We shared in the same passion that brought us all together. No matter if that was Descendants or zombies or believing in our dreams or the music from Descendants or the story from each Descendants movie of the franchise, it brought us together. And it's still bringing us together, and we are stronger together than ever before. I sit here tonight with 3,000 subscribers, not quite, but 3,000 subscribers almost accumulated on this YouTube channel, and I never ever thought I'd get to that point. Thank you so much for keeping this YouTube channel in your life, keeping this YouTube channel in your heart, and always believing in me when you didn't have to. Because there are thousands of these videos uploaded every day to Google, to Bing, to YouTube, to Dailymotion. Everybody, every video platform is uploading these Descendants videos because they are capitalizing on what Descendants can offer them. Regardless if that's monetization, regardless if that's more subscribers, that's all they want. They don't care about the franchises. They don't care what these stars have had to endure, all the pressure that's been put on their shoulders that have made them stronger people, like Ruby Rose Turner, who is in the best shape of her life, who is going to be given more opportunities regardless of how many opportunities have been taken away and snatched from her, which I don't agree with. No matter how much criticism Kylie Contrell faces about not being a Trump supporter and her political point of view, always finding a way into the conversation, she will see brighter days ahead. And I'm going to continue to support your favorite Descendant stars more than any other YouTube creator out there as I strive to create the best Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel, the best Disney-themed YouTube channel that you will find on the internet, because I've always believed that you guys deserve better. Because I have to listen to you. This is the thing. I have to listen to you. This is the best niche ever. This is the strongest niche ever and the most supportive niche ever, the most incredibly supportive niche that I as a YouTube creator have had the honor and the privilege of falling into. And if I had a pocket watch, if I was in possession of one of those, I would go back in time every single night of my life just to fall into this niche over and over again because I love it so much. I love the story. I love the passion that you guys share for it. I love the conversation I see in the communities, on the forums. It is amazing. I can read it all day. I can read about your opinions about Dove Cameron, Kylie Contrell, Sophia Carson, Ruby Rose Turner, whom I love dearly. I love Ruby. I fell in love with Ruby probably 10 years ago. And I've been in love with Ruby ever since. I hate how she has this crush on Justin Bieber. I can't get that out of my mind because the only thing Justin's going to do is take her to Best Buy, buy her a TV when he finds out she doesn't have one, take it home and set it up for her. And I've always wanted Ruby to have more out of life, like build game chairs for me, set up reciprocal lights, bake pies and muffins and cookies in my kitchen. I would even set up reciprocal lights for Ruby to do that. And then Ruby and Kylie could dance in my kitchen on my top counter when I was away in pro wrestling. Because they could come here and shoot Descendants, and I've had a history with pro wrestling, thinking about going back into it because there are a lot of guys in wrestling that really get on my nerves now. And Ruby and Kylie could come here. They wouldn't have to live in a trailer. They could play PlayStation 5. I've got more than one poster in my setup here. I know that Kylie had a friend years ago that had a boyfriend that had one poster and a mattress in his bedroom that was absolutely ridiculous, kind of repulsive. One better, I kind of wanted him. And I want to invite Kylie and Ruby to come here and shoot Descendants, and I'll be the director of it. Why not give me access to the $158 billion of what I do in the way of creating for the fans of Descendants and Zombies, who I believe have deserved better for forever. Give me the opportunity to do some underwater cave diving and watch the shark, because I would do that just for the fun of it, just to take a video for you guys or YouTube. One of the greatest honors of being a YouTube creator is making all of you laugh. If I couldn't make you laugh or cry, I would feel as if I didn't accomplish anything what I set out to do. When I created this YouTube channel, all I ever wanted to do was spread a message of kindness, my own message of kindness that would separate my message of kindness, hi Dumbo, from every other YouTube creator out there who tries to relay the same kind of message but never ever gets the job done. I never ever liked how the Descendant stars were victims of criticism from these other YouTube creators who would spend up to 45 minutes on their podcast every single night critiquing Descendants for the way they believed it should be perceived and critiqued, about how it reminded them of Harry Potter. how it should have been turned into a TV series, how Kylie Contrell was this, how Kylie Contrell was that, how her political point of view and not being a Trump supporter had no place in the conversation. They were right about that. It had no place in the conversation, but they had no right to bring Kylie Contrell's political point of view, regardless of what that was, into the conversation last year. And then Kylie crying about her relationship, which she is better off away from. I want Kylie Contrell to know that the support is here for her too. I am in her corner, and I will come out swinging for Kylie Contrell every single time against every idiot that has tried to put Kylie Contrell into a proverbial corner and back her into it to seem like as if there's no way out of it. There is a way out of it, and everything can be done about something that Kylie Contrell has been conflicted with for her entire life, and she shouldn't lose sleep over it, and neither should any of you. If there was a way, I would run for president of the United States and I would fix it. I would be the president of Kylie Contrell's dreams. I would make Disney Plus mandatory in all homes across America for those of you who didn't have it, because believe it or not, there are people out there that can't afford Disney Plus. I would make Descendants mandatory, and there would be about 15 movies for the next 15 years shot a year apart for Descendants. I would bring them here in Newfoundland, beautiful location. We would go to different various locations throughout this island, and we would shoot Descendants. We'd probably even combine Descendants and Zombies as a franchise, and we'd have a zombie invasion happening on this island where the Descendants stars would have to contribute to stopping it. There's a lot of creative energy that could be brought forth for this. And I say that because I believe in these two franchises as much as each and every one of you. Did I like reading about how Dove Cameron was being treated by Ryan McCartan? Oh, no, I didn't. Did I like how she was being treated by Thomas Doherty years later? No, I didn't. She got out of this relationship, which was very abusive, with Ryan McCartan. Then I started reading about this very abusive relationship that turned for the worse years after everything seemed so perfect in the eyes of the media with Thomas Doherty, and I said to myself, ultimately, Dove Cameron's got to get her head out of the clouds and achieve something better for her life. And that's why I'm really proud of Alchemical and this follow-up Too Much now, because Dove Cameron is at least free now. The chains are off Dove Cameron, and she can be who she wants to be for the first time ever in her life, stronger than ever. Very proud of Dove Cameron. If anything, people like Kylie Contrell and Dove Cameron are inspirations to each and every one of you. People like Ruby Rose Turner have inspired me to be a better person, to spread more kindness, my own message of kindness. You know, you ride behind somebody on the school bus or sit behind somebody every single day in school who just wants a little bit of kindness in their life. He or she is just waiting for you to tell them that you love them in your own unique way that separates your message of love, your message of kindness from everybody else who has probably never given that person who wants that kindness to them throughout that day. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to spread your own message of kindness. I want you to join me on this incredible journey, because I think this is the greatest franchise in the history of movies that have ever been produced, with the greatest message of all. And whether that be acceptance, whether it be to stand up to your bullies and be courageous, which I know sometimes is very challenging for a lot of people. You know, I was bullied all throughout high school. I was even bullied more throughout elementary school, but more so even in high school. Trip up in the hallways, locked in lockers. I had the shit kicked out of me more times than enough. My prom was really ridiculous. I had no date. Nobody wanted to go to the prom with me. I don't know why. I'm the sweetest guy ever. I don't know why. But you know, I had to endure everything that you probably are going through right now. And I want you to know you're not alone. And I want you to know there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, because you guys were my light at the end of every tunnel that I thought I was lost in. Every path that I took in life that I felt lost on, and I felt as if there was no way out from. And I couldn't see the light throughout all the darkness that I encountered. I quickly realized 10 years ago, for the better part of the last decade, that you guys were that light out of every darkness that I've encountered in my lifetime. Because I've been left alone with a broken heart more times than I choose to remember. But each and every one of you have slowly but surely helped in fixing that and repairing that heart, as difficult as it may have been to repair that heart. You guys did that for me. And I am eternally grateful for this niche. I am eternally grateful for the people who make up this niche and who have never ever quit on me. Because the reality of this is there are hundreds of podcasts that are entertainment themed, that are Descendants and Zombies themed, and all they want from you is for you to run your finger across their subscribe button. How many Descendants AI videos do you see within the first 50 to a minute of the video? Do they say subscribe? Do you see the subscribe button popping up? In every video you see that, because that's all they want from you. They don't reveal to you who they are. It's just an AI voice with pre-typed text. I've seen it. I watch every Descendants video. I tell you when a new Descendants video premieres on YouTube, and I don't want you to watch those videos. I want you to stay here. I want you to experience Descendants in a way where a guy tells you stories that relate to Descendants about his own life. You get to know the host of the podcast, regardless if he makes fun of vampires, he talks about werewolves and zombies and all this stuff. I know it sounds really crazy that I used to hunt vampires years ago, but I did a lot of work with vampires years ago, and I actually knew people who actually thought they were vampires. And until you experience that, it will really help you put your life into perspective. And that's why I started kicking the shit out of a lot of vampires years ago, because of how, they really believed themselves. I work with people whose gimmick were vampires, and they actually had to adapt to that kind of thing, that kind of atmosphere. And it was kind of really creepy, but I guess that's the way they wanted to be accepted. They couldn't achieve acceptance from anything else. I had a lot of fun doing this podcast years ago. I started to show up in my mom's basement. My mom's basement wasn't very big. Technology was very limited years ago. So I could only hope that someone was going to hear my voice. And I thought more nights than enough that I shut my eyes, that nobody was ever going to hear what I was talking about. My conversation was going to go unnoticed. And about 15 years into my career, I finally started achieving worldwide popularity, and just last year I achieved worldwide popularity for saying what I did about Ryan McCartan. Oftentimes I had to apologize for things I was saying about him, but I think it was justifiable what I said about him. When I saw Dove Cameron being abused and treated so unfairly, I saw nothing wrong with what I said, and a lot of people supported me in my campaign against Ryan McCartan. And the treatment of these Descendant stars is just absolutely ridiculous. When you have a friend of Kylie Cantrell going to a guy and he has one mattress on his bedroom floor and a poster, ultimately I hope that girl realized she could achieve more out of life. And when Kylie was left broken-hearted just last year, I hope she realized she could achieve more out of life, and she was the better person for walking away from that. I just said here earlier how all a girl ever really wants is just to be understood and to be appreciated for who she is, not to be contradicted for everything she believes in or held down from achieving a dream. And I just saw that a couple of days ago. One of my very good friends was treating his girl like shit. I felt really bad about it. And, it was just something about me taking the side of a girl every single time. I don't know how a guy can get away with treating his girl the way that he does, because it's really uncalled for. And it's really disrespectful. So I really appreciate these messages that Descendants and Zombies is inspiring to so many age demographics. It's not just one specific age demographic that is really being focused on here anymore with Disney, because the age demographics really vary from anywhere from 9 years old to 19 years old. There are people watching the Zombies franchise who watched it in elementary school, and now they are graduating high school at 18 years old, and they're getting ready for Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires. Couldn't be any more excited than what they already are. And I really appreciate that, because I remember when the first Zombies came out, it was February 16th, 2018, and I was in my mid-30s when that came out, and I was really excited about it. I was really excited because I knew that this was going to be something special for Disney. I didn't know they were going to combine it with Descendants and Zombies was going to receive so much criticism for being a mere copycat of what Descendants was. But I was really excited about it. It took me a while to get used to the concept of zombies and humans coexisting in a world that suffered from a lime soda plantation explosion. And then I moved into this house, literally 5 minutes up the road, where a chemical plant and a soda plantation exist side by side. And if that blows up, I'm really screwed. There are only two ways off this island. I've said it many times: by boat that could crash, plane that could crash, and car that could crash. 3 inevitable deaths could occur at any given moment. But I think this is the perfect location, honestly, to shoot the Zombies and Descendants in a zombie invasion, because it's on an island. We could do the whole Jurassic Park thing. Me and Ruby Rose Turner could outrun thousands of zombies. I could say, "Get down, Rube," and I'd have the opportunity to shoot a bazooka. I haven't actually figured out how to do that, but I would have a whole lot of fun doing it. I have a whole lot of fun shooting a whole lot of zombies. I played the whole Red Dead Redemption thing, Last of Us. The video game world was trying to get us ready for a zombie apocalypse. Now, obviously, Disney is trying to get us ready for one, too. And if we were to believe what they promoted, we'd be living in fear of a zombie invasion every day of our life. So I just wanted to create this podcast to offer inspirational thoughts, to inspire people to become stronger, to become better in life, to aspire to be something better than they already are. Not to say that you aren't anything better than you already are, but you could always be better. Tomorrow's another day with another opportunity to achieve your dream. Don't worry if you have not achieved it already, because you will. You will find that true love, that guy that you will hold on to for the rest of your life. And one can only hope he's going to treat you for what you're worth, which is a whole lot more than probably a lot of the relationships you've been in. Um, don't worry about it, because girls are really the only thing that's ever made sense in this life. I mean, Kylie Cantrell, Ruby Rose Turner, I couldn't ask for better inspirations for each and every one of you. I want to say thank you so much to them for inspiring thousands of people. There are literally thousands, if not millions, of people who have been inspired by Descendants of Zombies, who have felt courageous, who are able to stand up to their bullies now and not take no for an answer because of what Zombies more especially has been promoting about acceptance and standing up for what you believe in. Descendants too. And I really like how the stars of the two franchises are working together and coexisting so phenomenal, because we don't really see that. We never really saw that in years prior on Disney, because a lot of criticism was thrown away of the Hannah Montana TV series, High School Musical 2. But some of the best friendships of all time have been created from franchises such as High School Musical, like Vanessa Hudgens and Ashley Tisdale, and now Kylie Cantrell and Mila Baker a decade and a half later. I say this because I was there for everything, every part of the Disney revolution I seem to have been a part of. And my voice has been heard about everything when it comes to an opinion about Disney over the years. This has been the most fun that I've had my entire life. And I don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. The support you have given me, and you showed me when you could have very easily quit on me at any given moment, with just a snap of your fingers. You guys never ever quit on me. And I want to say from one heart to another, thank you so much for that. I don't know if you love these videos or not, but obviously with everybody subscribing to this YouTube channel, which I can't emphasize enough that you have to do to push these videos further out into the YouTube algorithm. I will try to premiere this video later on tonight because I want to get these videos out into the algorithm so people can find them, because I want them to find and hear my message of kindness, because I know that there are a lot of people that are struggling personally with this, and I just wanted to raise awareness to that, because I sometimes in life can be very unfair. It can be very cruel. And I think a lot of people are left with a lot of unanswered questions. I know that Dove Cameron was left with a lot of unanswered questions with her relationships in the past, and she obviously learned from her mistakes, because she's happier now with Damiano David. I've questioned his thought and opinions more than enough, but at least she's happier with the direction her life is headed in. Hopefully Kylie Cantrell is happier with the direction she's headed in now, with all the friendships she's made because of this franchise and all the people she's had the opportunity to meet. I really appreciate when you guys come out in unison for these Descendants and Zombies conventions, because they think nobody is going to be there. They think probably about 200 people are going to be there, and then there are really thousands of people with the promotion of Disney. I want to say thank you to the writers and producers for creating something so special and so spectacular for Disney, giving opportunities to people like Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner, who deserve these opportunities and obviously deserve more opportunities than what they've been given. Life is Sweeter When You Are really became the bubblegum song of my life. You can catch me every single day listening to that on my Bluetooth speaker. I can't play it on the show because of copyright terms, but I want to say thank you to everybody for supporting this the way that you have. I don't think anybody expected Descendants to blow up the way that it did. I don't think anybody expected Zombies to blow up the way that it did. I never ever thought this YouTube channel would explode in popularity the way that it did, and you guys would have made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies the way that you have. I honestly can't thank you enough for all the love and support you have continuously shown this YouTube channel. I know there are Descendants and Zombies themed YouTube channels out there that probably upload 5-6 Descendants videos in coition. There are hundreds of these videos being uploaded all the time. I do the Google search, I do the whole Google thing all the time. And I see all these videos popping up literally hours apart. And as a YouTube creator, I can only hope that you're going to find these videos. You're going to trust in me as the creator of these videos. And I know I can trust in you as the watcher of these videos. That sunset is really beautiful tonight. But with saying that, I know I can trust in you. I just hope you can trust in me, because I know there are a lot of people out there that use this AI stuff, this AI crap, to create these videos, and you deserve better than that. I've said that for forever. I will take that to my grave long after I'm dead and gone, that you guys have deserved better than what you've been hearing. And I want you to know that even in all the criticism from Descendants and Zombies over the better part of the last 6 months, I know the music videos for Zombies received a lot of criticism, but you guys stood by what you believed in, and you never quit on it, and you never ever quit on me. I wanted to create something better for the Descendants and Zombies fans, because I believe you have deserved better for what feels like forever. And I just wanted to give that to you guys. Every night that sun sets, there will be a video here on this YouTube channel. I can promise you that, because a lot of people have promised you consistency, and they have not delivered. They have not followed through with what they have promised you. And that has really irritated me as a YouTube creator, and it is something that I can never get off my mind, how you're always being let down. I've thought for forever you've deserved better, and I just want to give that to you as the creator of this YouTube channel. When I first moved into this house, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to start relaying a message of kindness that would be heard. I could have only hoped that it could have been heard by thousands of people, and it obviously was. So, long story short, I put about $4,500, pretty close to $5,000 behind this YouTube channel, and this has been the most fun that I've ever had in my entire life. The people that I've met, I've been able to engage with through this beautiful community. This community is beautiful. I can't thank you enough for it. Thank you so much for opening up your hearts to me and allowing me to be a part of your life, which is something you probably have never allowed any other YouTube creator to do. I can promise you one thing. If you want to hear something nice about your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars, regardless if that's Kylie Cantrell, Mila Baker, Ruby Rose Turner, whom I love dearly, for the life of me, I don't know how they can do Descendants 5 without Ruby Rose Turner. They've taken the time travel concept of this one out of it entirely, so I don't know how they can really bring this one to life in a whole new way from a whole different perspective with the Kingdom Cup games obviously approaching for Descendants and the introduction of all these new stars. They've taken Ruby out. They brought in all these new stars to secure the future, which can promise us Descendants 6, Descendants 7, which I can only hope by then they're here and not living in a trailer and shooting it in my backyard. And by the way, if I do become president of the United States, it will be because of Kylie Cantrell, because she's always deserved a better president she can be proud of, and I can give that to her. I always wish that Ruby Rose Turner would have had a crush on somebody more than Justin Bieber, and that could have been me, but hopefully you guys can help me out with that. Finally, the sun is going behind the clouds. This is a beautiful location. Thank you guys so much. I really think about you guys all the time, because you guys deserve better. I know what you're doing. You're searching it up on your phones, your tablets, your laptops, and you're wanting to find the best Descendants videos out there possible. And I want to make a promise between you and myself that I will do the best I can to provide you with the best Descendants and Zombies analogies possible. I know to a lot of you probably what I say doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you know, as time goes on, you will learn to appreciate these videos more than what you have. You have always deserved better. You don't deserve to always hear negative criticism about your favorite stars, and I've just wanted to give that to you guys. Man, this is a night to really slay a vampire. I look like I'm ready to slay 1,000 vampires. By the way, that sun is creeping in there. I don't know if it's because I'm wearing black. I do this because prior to my vampire slaying shifts, you've always got to be ready. And I want you guys to know that if you are a vampire watching this, if there's any vampires watching tonight, I am coming for you. I know you can do the whole suck your blood thing and come in through the window and kill me before I ever kill you. But if you're a vampire watching this who is treating your girl really bad, I'm coming for you. Man. You know, seriously, this has been the most fun that I've had in my entire life. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. If you are someone who has yet to subscribe, I think you're going to want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I've got everything I need to produce videos for you guys. A fridge right next to me, reciprocal lights, hundreds of dollars worth of stuffies. I've got professional podcast microphones, a $400 Logitech Brio camera, everything ready to go. You know, and I do these videos prior to my vampire hunting shift under the graveyard shift that's coming up tonight. So hopefully you guys will hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 2,700 subscribers. Just 2 more subscribers to come in, and we'll have 2,700 subscribers. I'd love to see you guys blow this YouTube channel up with subscribers and support. Likes, subscribers are always cool. Thank you so much. I've got to go get ready for my vampire hunting shift, but before I do that, I've got no sandwiches or anything packed for tonight. You don't know how hard life is until you have to slay vampires and use your professional wrestling background and start pulling out vertical suplexes and pile drivers to protect yourself and all of mankind from vampire and zombie invasions. I wouldn't advise anybody to get into this thing, but I'll tell you all about it on tomorrow night's podcast. But with that being said, I think I found this Mila Baker or this Kylie Cantrell interview, one or the other, and they talk about their friendship, which is really, really cool, and I thought I'd share this with you for the very first time. Man, there's that sun. With that being said, what do you say we watch this video together? Don't forget to hit my subscribe button. Just like that, a bit of magic.
We're so bad. We saw Malia. Well, you and by the way, I know you've been trying to track her down. No, she's a hard one to track down. She is. Such great things about you. So what's an update on Malia? Like, now that we're here. Girl, not wasting any time. I love it. The update is we're better than ever. That's my girl. And we've just been like in the thick of tour rehearsals. So we've literally been spending every day together, which is amazing. I love her. She said 7 to 10. or 10 to 7. Yeah, they have us locked up in the dance studio. We're locked. We're clocked in, but it's gonna be so worth it. The show is looking so good. Oh my god, I bet. Okay, and then who is you tonight about? Name drop. Hey, it's about a couple people. I don't know. I'm like one of those people that like always has a new crush like every week. So it's kind of hard, honestly, for me to track down who I write my songs about sometimes. So as a new person, yeah, I'm not gonna name drop right now. Are you gonna dye your hair again, maybe? A different color? Girl, I don't know. I mean, I do have many ideas. Let's just say when I do change my hair, it's gonna be a moment. It's gonna be a big. Oh wait.
You know, I have so much respect for Kylie Cantrell and Mila Baker's friendship. It is unbelievable. I've had respect for so many friendships that I've seen through every generation I've ever had the privilege and honor of being a part of throughout my Disney experience. But this friendship between Mila Baker and Kylie Cantrell is absolutely outstanding. It is unbelievable, and it never ceases to amaze me how supportive they are of each other. And I think with everything that Kylie Cantrell has been through, never enough support is always a good thing, and there can always be more support for Kylie Cantrell no matter how much she receives. So what do you say we all go to Kylie's Facebook fan page or X account and start subscribing? What do you say we do the same thing for Ruby Rose Turner, who's been let down more times than enough and left heartbroken than I ever want to remember? That's why I say I want to get her away from Justin Bieber, and hopefully she'll have a crush on me. I really don't know. But I've loved Ruby for at least the better part of the last 10 years. I've never ever quit on Kylie Cantrell, and I don't want to, because this has been the most fun that I've ever had in my entire life. I love sitting behind this podcast microphone. I love telling you guys everything about my day, my experiences throughout the day, and relating it to Descendants. And I hope you find these videos really cool, really informative. And I hope you think the guy hosting the show is really cool, and you want to take a chance on him and hit the subscribe button. Not that you have to hit the subscribe button, but it would be really cool if you would take a chance on this YouTube channel and see where it goes from here. I think one of the biggest honors and privileges as a YouTube creator is to have a friendship and a relationship with your audience for understanding what they appreciate. As the creator of these videos, I can only hope that you love these videos that I distribute. I wanted to create something cool for each and every one of you, and I like to believe that I did that as I try to go down in history for being one of the greatest of all time. Long after I'm dead and gone, I can only hope the Disney company honors me. If they don't, I'm fine with that. I'll know that each and every one of you will remember me $4,500 later that I put behind this YouTube channel. These podcasts are uploaded every single day between 6 a.m. Eastern Time, and some nights we have midnight premieres. I'll try to get this video out a little earlier tonight to boost the subscriber count on this YouTube channel before I head out on the graveyard shift, which is quite challenging sometimes. You got to pull off snap mirrors and pile drivers and back body drops. Oh, man. Guys, thank you so much for the love and support you've shown this YouTube channel. Never enough kindness can be spread in this world. I am a firm believer that the words I love you are never said enough, so the more that we can say them to the people that mean the most to us in our lives, the better off we're going to be. It's never the world that's to blame. It's the people in the world sometimes. And I just wanted to spread my own message of kindness, and I like to believe that I did that through inspiring people, regardless if that's to create their own YouTube or just to spread their own message of kindness, however they choose to spread it. Thank you guys so much for making me the voice of Descendants and Zombies for what feels like forever. Kylie, I love you. Ruby Rose Turner, I love you to death. You are my favorite Descendants character of all time. I will die forever in love with Ruby. But that's my problem, I guess. And Ruby doesn't even notice me, doesn't even know I exist. So I'm going to die a Ruby Rose Turner supporter. I'm going to die in love with Ruby. And I'm going to miss Ruby. I'm crying myself to sleep every night knowing she's not going to be a part of Descendants 5. With that being said, the graveyard shift is coming up. I'm late as it is. So if you have not hit the subscribe button, if I don't die by tomorrow night from being attacked by a horde of vampires, I will be back. And hopefully you will have subscribed and spread your own message of kindness. I got to bolt because they are coming for me and I got to get them before they get us. Until tomorrow night, spread kindness, be kind to one another. Bye YouTube. We will do this again tomorrow night.